ride around Gilpin, you go, and we aren't looking over there to see what people doing. I came from the news business, and I talk about this, whether it's Petersburg, Hopewell, when something bad happens at 10, the media is there at 9:50. How did you know something bad was going to happen? But what would it take for the news media to come out there and cover your program? You're begging people to come out there. Oh, we don't have the resources, all of those things. So when you're talking to the kids, we're talking like you have to have a different mindset. You got street cred. So when you're talking to them, it's not, I've been there. I know how this thing works.
Yes.
What was the draw to the nonprofit world for you guys?
Clearly a calling. I came in 1997 during welfare reform. Had come from VCU, was doing work with folks with special needs, doing job coaching, and had been volunteering with this organization, surrounding a family. My wife and I and some others were on a team around this one particular family, and I just really sensed a calling to it. And I have to believe that calling was true, because nobody had any business hiring me for what they hired me for. But I'm still here 26 years later. So
You figured it out.
I
Every day.
look, I knew it all the time, but I do have to walk with that. We're like, are they going to figure this out eventually? It's a problem. It's a problem. So yeah, that was just clearly calling, and have always enjoyed. But like Phyllis said, when I'm leaving VCU, my friends at VCU where I was working were saying, "Are you going to take a gun?" Oh, no, I'm going on a ministry. I mean, what are you talking about? So I've always felt very comfortable. And the lady that Phyllis refers to, Inez, was my mentor as well. So we spent a lot of time door to door going out, and she was really a gateway to the community for me, which was awesome. She's also my son's godmother. I'm gonna see if we can get her up here for our event in October. So yeah.
So when you work with, say you work with the people in the program, they come in, like you said, you start with a class, you guys didn't know each other really, and then all of a sudden you start to bond. What's it like when you're out there and the light comes on? Like you're like, oh yeah.
Honestly, it's a game changer. So a little piece of my story is I grew up in a similar community, but in California. And I think of my mom's debilitating depression and what she went through as a single parent, and just kind of like lost hope. And the thing that brought her through that was someone coming in, kind of doing the knocking on the doors, kind of the consistent pursuit of, hey, you have something to offer. You have these gifts, you have these talents. Let's put it to use. Let's do this. Let's do this. And eventually I was already actually off to college at the time when she kind of broke free of that and started going after her dreams, got her first job. And it's that light, like my whole family has completely changed from my mother pursuing what she was given as a talent. And so that's kind of what motivated me here, is like, oh no, we all have it. We have gifts, we have talents. We're uniquely created, I believe, and we're actually all gifted with creativity. We all have that. It just, we have to survive. So then it doesn't come out. And so when I'm thinking of a specific lady whom we love dearly, Miss Crystal. She came into her interview with her head down. She talked about her dreams in a way that was so far away, it couldn't happen. Fine, but I guess I'll just join this. Why not? I'm not doing anything on Tuesdays, and you feed us. And I kid you not, after like week 3, when she realized like, oh, my dream to have my own business doing this event party, planning and like creating. So she like creates wine glasses and picture frames all from scratch. When she realized she had that to offer and people were wanting to buy her stuff, oh my goodness, the change in her entire body and demeanor, all that light was on, and she became the joy of the class, the laughter. She's like the motivator of everyone else. And when you get to see that class by class happen, ooh, that's why I'm like, that's why we keep going. That when that light comes on, oh,
and where's I mean, and then not where, but her story goes on, which is fantastic. So I don't know if you wanted to share anything about. Yeah.
We need a success story.
Yeah.
what part were you thinking?
Well, just I mean, Crystal ended up when she graduated during COVID. I thought this was a very gutsy move. During COVID, goes and gets a job at MCV cleaning up.
In the middle of COVID.
In the middle of COVID, I'm thinking, okay, how many people are running for a janitorial job in the hospital at this point in time? But it's like the market, you know. She saw an opening and she went for it. I think she's gotten 2 or 3 raises,
3 promotions. She's now the shift manager for them. And right now she's actually at 23 an hour, which was a huge leap at starting at the 7 an hour, which was our start. So complete game changer
Right.
for
So
her
you
and her
say the
family.
program's working for the kids. What would it, if you had a chance to tell people about what goes on in Gilpin that people don't know? What's something that you guys could, because a lot of times all you hear is murder and mayhem and all the bad things. And then you have the program when I come there, all you see these kids are doing, they're just dying to get a shot to see what else is out there in the world. And somebody is out there taking time to deal with them. What's something that the world would want to know about Gilpin?
It's not much different than the world. So come on out and find out. I mean, these are human beings who have great desires and passions, and it's just a very sweet place to be. I mean, honestly, it's life-giving for all of us.
The
Yeah.
struggle is real, but
But they're,
But
I
they're
mean,
real.
these are human
Like,
beings and we enjoy one
I'm
another. And
accepted.
it's,
I go walk around the community and I feel safe. I'm aware, I'm wise,
Right.
I'm watching. But yeah, when they know, like you said, Phyllis, your intentions,
They know who
there's
you are.
that, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
They
Absolutely.
know who you are.
Yeah.
So you touched on, so what people don't know, so there's Richmond and there's Jackson Ward.
Mhm.
Like you said, there's a difference between there and Gilpin. Talk a little bit about how that works.
Yeah, I mean, the history is very well known and that they were once one, right?
Mhm.
Jackson Ward and Gilpin was just Jackson Ward. And then in the 1950s, the highway came through and completely changed the area of what was once, Black Wall Street, or the South Harlem of the South. And there was rich community, rich, vibrant, music and businesses into like divide here. Then you have the railroad tracks and a bridge. And so now Gilpin is completely isolated. Gilpin Court is its own
Little world.
its own little world
I
tucked
had
away.
never
You'll
been
drive
over
by.
there. And so when I was coming from the raceway, I got the GPS on. It's taking me through streets I'd never been in. Like, you gotta work. You didn't
Yes.
come there and get there by accident.
Correct.
No,
It's not
yeah,
easy
getting
to
there is
get
not
there.
easy. Yeah.
And it's not easy to get things you need. Like we have a couple of liquor stores there, but otherwise it's a food desert. You have
Right.
to get on the bus and go further out into the city, or really outside of the city if you want better food. And our residents, our families here do that. And that's a full day chore to go get your groceries and come back.
Yes.
Before a Walmart Plus starts delivering, or some of these other places deliver to you, at your home, but not many people use that. So yeah, it's work to get connected with things outside, especially employment and business, because it's its own little community, which creates its own little reality in a sense
Okay.
of what it's like.
What's upcoming for the STEP program?
Yes, I would say come explore if this is a place for you. We have our orientations, which is just a commitment free. Come and check us out. I don't know the dates off the top of my head. You have them?
And I do have Elevate. You had, I'm not sure which ones.
Well, in September, mid-September for both of our programs.
Okay,
on a
those are both
Tuesday,
Elevate dates.
you can come in and just hear about more of the program and see if this is a fit for you. Because maybe mentoring isn't a fit, maybe providing a meal, something a little more hands-off, or maybe financially providing, or maybe you're someone who has you love writing resumes. That's a great way to serve. Or you're in the business world, come on in and do interviews. And we love bringing in community resources and entrepreneurs in to share with our folks of, oh, this is what you're interested in, you love cars, well, here's how I built my business. So those are some of our realm of coming up next, that orientation.
What's happening in your
Well, I would say, if you got a love and a heart for the people, come on out and mentor, because we really need the mentors, because like I said, the mentor played a good part, in the change in my life. So the support is really important, so if you love people and you got a heart for the people, come on, mentor.
So what was your lady's name, Miss Inez?
Yeah, my mentor was Sally. Miss Inez was she did the outreach there.
You become all the people who helped you out.
Yes.
You become that person. All right, so a person is out there struggling right now. What do you tell them? What do you tell them?
A person that's out there struggling right now, I would tell them what you see ain't always what the end's gonna be.
Ooh, look,
That's good.
Yep.
that's some drop.
Yeah.
When you're in the program, you're trying to figure out how you're gonna end it, and talk about graduation day when all of the people came.
Yes.
Now you were that person on graduation day. Now you see the graduation day for all of the people who come to the program.
Yes.
And it is
Yeah.
special. We go all
Yeah.
out, caps, gown, professional photographers, like we've got the reception full, your family, friends, business partners, everyone comes to celebrate you. It's a big deal.
Mhm.
It's
Okay,
memorable.
on the mic, Mike, we'd like to thank you guys for coming here. This is the program on the mic, Mike. We talked to the game changers out there. One last time, how can people get information out about the STEP program?
Yeah, they can visit our website at steprichmond.org. It's just steprichmond.org. Or they can find us on Facebook or Instagram.